to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense could get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Devin Duvernay to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, there are often times, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
First down, Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
It's taken in by Romadunze. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bears first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On play action, Williams. Now here he goes. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Chicago first down.
A gain of 22 more yards. That's another Bears first down. A gain of 22 yards. And a Bears first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
First and 10.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. They set the screen here to Swift. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. They'll air it out on third. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now fourth down, staring right at him. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Santos' kick is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Bears 3,
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I'm going to guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player and the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
He's running with it. This gets forward to around the 29. Tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Second down now, they need 7. They send a tight end in motion. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Throw here, third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be fourth down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Williams. Stepping up, and he's going to run. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Bears.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And that'll bring up second down.
I can promise you that is a throw, and as a quarterback, when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? They'll throw. 3rd and long. Throwing this one back of the end zone. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You and I know, Kate, it's on average about 60 to 65 plays a game, somewhere between 10 and 12 third downs. And what you don't want to do is start 0 for 2 in that call.
On fourth down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Back for the Ravens, LeJohntay Wester. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. Looks to be at about the 17-yard line. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Bears bringing out an extra DB here. 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Lamar off the play fake. Hopkins making the grab downfield. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
1st down, here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Jackson again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Now here's Lamar. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Hey, Okay, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking first down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
Ravens 7, Bears 3.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
For Baltimore.
Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 20.
Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43.
A gain of
A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Bears first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, here's Swift. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher, and he can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete. Colcomet. And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's a whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
Out of the shotgun, again to Swift. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Jair Alexander with the stop.
It'll be this group's job, watching the film, to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Working from the gun, Williams. He keeps it and takes off. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Williams will look to throw. Odunze's got it right side. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That one gains 7. And that's a Chicago first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now an inside handoff to Swift. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Roquan Smith there, doing what he did his first 4 NFL seasons with the Bears, shutting that play down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on third down. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Third down. Here's Williams. Throwing for the back of the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This one from 47 yards away. Santos' kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Rasheen Ali on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. This one's to Andrews outright. And on 1st down, no place to go here. And they're going to take him out about a yard behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. Play fake. Jackson. Sheds off the rusher. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that first sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you can run yourself right into trouble. This defense didn't. They didn't take a break, and they finally get him to the ground.
Bears in the nickel, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he puts some air under this one, right side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs. And the plan you got to have, it's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Jordan Stout on now to punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Space past the 35. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Now Williams. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Williams from the gun. Has it in close. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bears.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, Williams to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
6 yards.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Williams to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
4th down punt upcoming. Here's Torrey Taylor to put his leg into it. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Lamar now from the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Escapes the pocket, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
12 to go now on second down after the sack. Out of the gun, Henry. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Throw here, 3rd down. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll try and run this. And Williams is going to get them the 1st down with a slide at the end of it.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Bears 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. A stop made at the 36. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Going to run again with Swift. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Williams with a sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Running behind center with Swift. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That play made by an all-pro from last season, Marlon Humphrey.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Gets it through the middle. And he takes it down to the 33. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Bears 1st down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
On the give, it's Swift. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Staying grounded with Swift. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. Gonna let this one fly. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes gonna turn to those officials. We gotta see if this flag is gonna take it away.
Offside. Defense.
Now they got to the end zone with that free play partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points.
That penalty is declined.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears push their lead to 6.
13. Ravens 7.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Ali to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself into rhythm because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon.
First call here coming from the shotgun. The drive begins with Henry. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Running once more with Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on third down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
On first and 10, it's Henry. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
Kyler Gordon on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Another run for Henry. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Stopped by Grady Jarrett.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Changing it up here, Jackson. He's got it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face third and 3. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And back to Flowers they go. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and 10 from the 41. From the pistol, Henry. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down. So after the play, trainers headed out. A member of the Bears out there in some discomfort. Seven yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. Man in motion, out of the slot. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Here they come. This is third and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. That's the first down, and he's still going. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens tie and can take the lead here in the second. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athletes athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens take the lead on that successful kick.
Ravens 14, Bears 13.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to run here. Kyle Monungai can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, Williams. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Torrey Taylor getting set to punt it once again. And they could really use a good one here. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. The left side caught by Andrews. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Flying down the middle of Henry. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Here's Lamar on the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB, It wants to put it on his shoulders. You sign up for it.
First down, here's Lamar. And he can't make the hookup on the deep ball. That's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. So second down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Going again here on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the inner harbor. The Ravens looking for a bigger lead before the break. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Jackson now on 3rd. Got his man. Hopkins has it. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. It's Henry on the counter. We got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss, Brock. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. Hits him on the in route. This is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this. Running for it. Here's Henry. And the defense escapes. They had a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Throw right side, hauled in by Komet. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and just 2 to go. He'll throw it. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Ali to return it. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Here's Lamar. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Punting unit out now. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. Is this clean at the 30? And it ends up a good return for him, up past the wrong 40. Now elsewhere on the return, there's an injured player in need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. slipped that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Cage, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
3rd down, here's Williams. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. That's taken at the 15. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Baltimore running its offense out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Lamar now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. The draw now. This is Henry. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Bears bringing out an extra DB here. 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. Going deep here for the end zone. And that's a touchdown catch, at least for the moment. So, Brock, the guys are already walking backwards. You know what that means? I think this one's going to be on the offense.
Holding offense.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. So they get dings for the holding. You gotta wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's looking deep once again. on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the fourth time today. Fair catch, but we can see both a flag and a punter on the ground. Let's see if this is a call for 5 or 15 yards. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this first down. Pressure coming, it's Jackson. Caught by Flowers. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This is Henry on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Here's Henry on the option. Again, his number is called, and the defense read it once more, shutting him down. That brings up 4th down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Chicago first down.
And the Bears first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They've got first down from the 31. Williams off the play fake. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Kate, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope you have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Here's his man, caught by Odunze. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Bears first down. A
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And now it's second down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. One in behind center with Swift. This is ahead for about 5. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Williams to throw on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. Ball on the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
He connects now for a 3rd time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense and try and protect it.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Hill now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Jackson throwing here. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
I could promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. 3rd and long, having to throw. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Begins at the 31. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bears about set for their next possession. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Williams set to pass. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A waste of time.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. Again to Swift. He rocks that tackler. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Going to run again with Swift. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That's good for a Bears 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Now here's Williams. On the move, headed right. And he'll slide down after picking up a couple. 2nd down upcoming.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Get him downfield. Get what you can with your legs. Then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Now a give to Swift. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He'll make a big for it on the ground. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears push this to an 8-point game. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him. Had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears push the lead to 2 scores now.
Ravens 14.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He'll now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 27-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Bears in the nickel, 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He's running for it. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Found some good space on that run, Brock. It's a gain of 8 in enemy territory.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. Kevin Byard there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Jackson trying to sneak it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
41-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 41. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And the struggles continue as he's bottled up behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Motioning one of the tight ends. Lamar off the play fake. Dumped off to his running back. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Strong running inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Jackson keeping it himself. Running in the red zone. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. took the ball himself for a big run.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens cut the lead down to just 2.
Ravens 21.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Fields this one at the 3. Shoots away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. Their lead cut down inside a field goal, so points imperative here to get some breathing room. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's going to keep it this time. Has some daylight through the 40. And Williams is going to get them the 1st down with a slide at the end of it.
It's a gain of 20. And the Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down, here's Swift. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Williams from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 29. That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and goal, Chicago.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears push this to an 8-point game. Caleb Williams, the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
Point after try upcoming to make this a 2-score game here in the 4th. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears push the lead to 2 scores now.
Ravens 21.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Ali to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, a run for Henry. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Lamar's going to keep this one. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Here's Lamar on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stuck him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Finds his man, it's Rashad Bateman. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. On first and 10, it's Henry. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
At the 43-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Lamar now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
At the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. They go play fake with Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they make the stop. I'm going to say it about the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On fourth now, on comes Tyler Luke, gonna try this field goal for the Ravens. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left. So you really can write either script you want, onside kick or send it deep.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. He fields it from the 8. Showing a little burst so far. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. He'll step up, and there he goes.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Inside handoff to Swift. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Ravens get him. Down he goes. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a 1-score game.
On now comes their punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. They'll start this series with an option left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, I don't expect that loss to keep them from utilizing the option at all moving forward, Brock, but I do expect it to keep them from leaning on it too heavily.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. It's too valuable a piece of their game plan. You want to make that defense defend it, but they did it a whole lot better that time.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Read option on 1st down. He's going to keep it. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
Just a little reminder right there that he's more than a passer. They'll call his number as a runner too, especially if the defenses don't account for him.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Jackson throwing here. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Henry running to the left. And it'll only take this for about a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
The tackle made by Kevin Byard. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 43-yard line.
Now Jackson off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll throw it. Lofts it deep right side. This is brought in at the 15. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here's Henry on the option. Now, this is a part of why they find themselves trailing here in the 4th, Brock. Another tough carry for him as he's taken down for a loss.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
From the gun, Jackson. He keeps it and takes off. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Scrambles from the pocket. The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Intended for Mark Andrews.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Henry. And forget the marker, Brock. He's not even making it back to the line. They're turning this over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Chicago getting set to take the field now. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Here's Swift on 2nd down. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short. One guy with it. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
Good for a Bears 1st down. 2 yards on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. A tight end in motion now. They're going to pass it here. Hits him on the end route. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Running for it, it's Swift. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. The 40! Hits the 20! And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears bump the lead up to 13 points.
Ravens 24.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Hill now to return it. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Ravens send Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to throw this from the gun. The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
That's a quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. So the Bears take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners, as we say so long from Baltimore.